Well, welcome coaches, we're back here at Napier Boys High School in the sunny Hawke's Bay. Today I want to take you through just some simple passing activities, and the one thing we're going to do here is we're going to really look at progressions. So we'll have a really simple grid and we'll work with a number of progressions, up to 4 or 5 different variations that we can build into that one simple activity. We're working inside the 4 red cones, so this is the area we'll start with, looking at some passing waves. So if we get in groups of 4, so just on the line there, 4 on the line, another 4 behind them, and another 4 behind that line. So not coming back through the middle of the grid, back around the outside. Ready? Go! For this first grid, coaches will keep it as simple as we can. So they're in the line of 4, could have had them in the line of 3, but we've got them in 4s. Their skill level is quite good, this group. So we're just bringing them through, and the first variation on the passing wave is just coming up through the grid, then exiting around the outside and filing back around and taking a place and going through again. One of the big concerns I have is that I'm seeing in junior coaching a lot of flash drills, a lot of flash moves, a lot of replication of what's been seen on TV, and it doesn't often have relevance to what's going on. And anything that you see on TV, anything that looks really flash, is underpinned by really simple fundamentals. I promise you that's good. Righto, hold up. Give me a couple of things that we're looking for when we're doing this passing. Voice, yeah, what about voice? Talk to me about voice. Calling for the ball, yep. Receiver calling, good one. Where you are, yep. What's that one, Joe? Targets up. Yeah, receivers, I don't want us to get too complicated in the technique, but receivers, I want your hands up and giving voice. So I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. You're ready, giving yourself a target. And passes, what can you do to make it as accurate as possible?
Keeping it up in front.
Keeping it up in front, yeah, good one. When you're passing, so Joe, ball here. If I'm passing to the left, your dominant hand is the right one, so where that hand ends up dictates where the ball goes. Just be really particular about where that ball goes. So if I fire it back like that to Hendy's shoulder, it's going to end up there like I just did. So bang like that. If I put it in front of him, or the hand in front, that's where it'll end up. Those are the 3 things I want us to concentrate on. Voice as a receiver, hands up as a receiver, and passer, be really conscious of where that dominant hand's going. Let's see how that affects us, eh? Let's go, boys. Let's just have a look at getting into 4 groups of 3. How's that? Might just help with the flow. Go! Good. Quite a skilled group, coaches, so they've picked it up pretty easily, and obviously it's the first progression of the activity, so we'd expect them to be pretty good. Voice is good from the receiver, and they're holding their depth pretty well, and they're bursting onto the ball. Once a receiver gets the ball, if they run onto the ball, it creates that depth for the next receiver, and that's pretty important in our attack. So you're going pretty well. So hold up, start with the ball on the other side now, go. One of the simplest progressions we can add here, they're comfortable coming up through the middle and round the outside. We'll put a couple of teams down this end and we'll get them running back through the tracking line now, see how that works. Same thing coming through, but so we're going to have a bit of traffic through here, a bit more awareness of what's happening around you. Good. How's those targets, receivers? How's our targets? Keep looking at the targets. Voice is good. Again, coaches, rugby is a really simple game. This is a very, very simple activity. They're executing it pretty well, so we're not breaking the flow. If you find that the balls are starting to go down, the voice is dropping, hands are dropping, and everything's starting to deteriorate, like stop the drill and just reinforce those key messages. Standard's good, men. So what are the things that we're doing well?
Catching early.
Catching early?
Letting our mate know where we are.
Yeah, letting your mate know where you are, simple stuff like that. The voice is good from the receiver. What else?
Running onto the ball.
Yep, when you have that ball in your hands, are you going as hard as you can? You know, it's a simple philosophy of attack. So that's good. What else are we doing well?
Keeping our eyes up, do that well.
Yep, eyes up. So we're doing those simple things. We're getting our hands up, giving good targets, using our voice well, eyes up, and we're running hard when we've got the ball. If we run hard when the ball's in our hands, what do we create? Think about the receiver. What are we creating? If that ball carrier is running hard, what's he creating for the next guy out in the line? Time and depth. Yeah. You can start relatively flat, but if your receiver, when they take the ball, is running hard, you naturally create that depth that you're looking for, so you don't have to start deep. Don't have to start as deep. Let's just have a look at that again. Ball carriers, when you receive the ball, are you bursting as hard as you can? And then the next receiver, see what that does to our depth. See if we can flatten up as much as we can and have a bit of a play with it, eh? Righto guys, keep focused, simple things, yep, let's go. So coach, it's just a simple progression of putting a bit of heat on them with speed has meant that we've seen a couple of balls go down. So that's as simple as progressions need to be. You don't have to muck around too much with heaps of new different setups and drills and that. Play with your time and space pressure, play with intensity and see what that does to really simple drill setups. It'll help you with a variety as well. Good, hold up, hold up. Just another simple progression here, coaches, and brings it into a bit more conditioning. So a simple conditioning drill is we'll have our line starting off the ground now. So all of them are going to be laying on the ground. They have to get themselves back up on their feet and go. Just adds a little bit more of a conditioning element to it. We'll see what that does to accuracy. Up off the deck and burst on. Okay. That receiver who's going to take the ball off the last guy in the chain, let's really work on getting yourself up off the ground and running hard onto the ball. That's it, yeah, that's it, Henry. Burst on, yep, burst on. Just hold it, Sam. Yep, you're good. Pop up to Henry, that's it, Frank. Pop up. Coach's simple progression on a really simple drill. A little bit of fatigue coming into it now, accuracy is starting to drop away, so keep reinforcing those key coaching points. Hands up as targets, voice stays strong, and let's burst onto the ball when we've got it. Simple things.